In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a sequence diagram with Modelio. The easiest way is actually to create a class diagram first. So this is what I've done here. I've created a class diagram with 4 simple classes. Then, if I want to create a sequence diagram, I go on the project, click right, create diagram, and I click sequence diagram. So this new sequence diagram appears here. This is an old stuff. And then it's very easy to create the lifelines of the sequence diagram. I simply take the objects, the classes on the left, and I drag and drop them on the sequence diagram. Here you see I have an object R of type hospital. If I want to change the R up here, I have to go into locals. And here I see my R. And here I can go in the properties selection and change. I can call it H, for example. So I'm going to create one doctor and several patients. Okay, now to create messages between these objects, I can use these synchronous messages. The only ones you will use are these 3 top ones. The easiest one is the synchronous message between 2 classes. For example, here I have hospital and I can go to doctor. Now, when I click on this message, I can see that here I can invoke a method that already exists in the class doctor. In this case, I have the method getPaid. And if I check in the class diagram, this is what I have in doctor. So you see that with this technique, you are sure to have a sequence diagram that is coherent with your class diagram. Now this is a very basic method, getPaid. But if the getPaid has an attribute, for example, let's add that. If you go in doctor, getPaid, you can do click right, create element. Let's put a in parameter. For example, he can get paid for the month, which is a string. And the getPaid can also have a return attribute, return parameter, sorry, which is an integer. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Now, if I go back to my sequence diagram, I have to make sure that on the getPaid, I also put an argument. You see here, I see what I need to put. In argument, there's a string. So I have to say argument, for example, getPaid for the month of March. Oops. March. Oh, and it's a string, so I should definitely put these around it. Okay, and don't forget that at the end of this method, I should return an int because that's what was written in the class diagram. So on this, I should write, I don't know, how much are doctors paid? At least 6,000 euros. There. Now, if there's a message that leaves, if you're going to show what is in this method, in the getPaid method, you need to put the arrow from here to something else, like that. You might also want to use this one, which is the inner synchronous message. This represents when you call a method from a method in the same class, and it looks like this. Yes, you might also want to use this one. This is the create message. This is very simple. Here, for example, the hospital can create the doctor, and you see that it created the doctor here. This means that in the method hospital, somewhere you have R equals new doctor.